women today have lesser choices. It's really not the women's fault. They just dealing with the residue for so many fatherless homes. Oh man, it's 50-50. It ain't 50-50. If you're married, it's 85-15. The woman get 85, you get 15. It requires a woman more money to dress, to take care of herself, to run the household. You're not really good at running a household. A woman knows virtually everything to really run that empire. I'm doing what I do. I protect, provide, and profess. Three P's that a man show love. So if you're not providing for your woman, you're not protecting her, and you're not professing your love for her, what you doing? And until we start teaching this to the younger generation, they actually think that a girl supposed to pay for something.
All right, hi you guys. Welcome to Love is Black Magic, and you have your host Dada,
and I'm your other host DeAndre.
And yeah, so let's get into some things about our podcast. Welcome to our podcast.
Took
some time off to get this nice setup, right?
Yeah, really.
Even though we still working into it, we got mics and everything. We really wanted to.
I think consistency or progression was one of the major topics of one of our last podcasts. So I think this is progression and consistency, being committed to our plan.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been telling DeAndre I want to talk about some things.
There's a lot of stuff you want to talk about.
Podcast. There's a lot of things you want to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just get into it. We have our hot topic of the day.
What's our hot topic today?
So you're not gonna look at your notes?
No.
So I just have to introduce it?
No, I got it at the top of my head.
All right. So we got the hot topic of the day, which is how social media is changing.
Social media. How social media is changing?
Yeah. How do you feel like it's changing?
I actually feel like it's going in the right direction, but as far as like business owner and as far as business, being a business owner, it's a boost, but it's also a fail safe because mostly everything is online. People sell, promote through their social media, but it's also good because you get to promote your business. But what if you're a small business owner and you don't get that much traffic through social media and you rely on foot traffic, people that come through the neighborhood, the town to spend, you know? That's what social media combat with that problem, with the changing part. But it's also good though, because it's information everywhere. It's actually what it was intended for, information and connecting with others.
Right. My intake on it is I'm sorry. My intake on it is I think it's good for all businesses for sure, whether it's a small business or not.
I agree.
Because you got to think about it. With businesses, it's marketing. Regardless, whether you are a small business owner, big business owner, you have to market yourself. And social media is just becoming a new way of marketing. And I think social media is changing for the good. Like you can, like our generation or Gen Z generation, they're on an up and coming where like they can really make social media as a career. And more people are starting to tap into things with social media. But I also feel like social media is addicting. It's like a drug. So I feel like social media is like a drug, and I don't know. I think it's.
You feel like it could be addicting.
No, it could be addicting, but it also could be detrimental. I don't want to say detrimental to someone, but it could change someone's image quick. Like it can make a person depressed because you see everybody living this different lifestyle. You feel like you should be here because you're doing the same thing. You're like, oh, what you doing wrong? like this person doing what I'm doing, but you don't know everybody's situation. So it's like, be thankful for where you at, because God, like, you go get where you going to get to with God. Like, it's just not your timing right now. And some people come from like a depression with social media, like, because they see all these things, but in reality, it's just not your time to get there. And that person who have all those things, they might be going through way worse than you even think of. That it's just not what they share on. So they're not sharing it on social media. You're just seeing what they share on social media. And also, it could just detriment. It could just make someone image like.
Yeah, I feel like social media definitely create a different perception for people. It ruins relationship. It ruins businesses. Like one small review can change your whole business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like social media is definitely different from the way we grew up in. We grew up in an era where YouTube was for music videos and just little small videos. YouTube is
I didn't really
TV
know
now.
about YouTube. Like how you can make money off of YouTube. I didn't know nothing about that. Like, I feel like if I found out, not just necessarily the money portion, like if I found out about like YouTube, just documenting your life back then, like I would have really did it back then, because I would have wanted to see my life.
I feel like that's the reason why what made social media change so much is because the newer generation, they're more enthusiastic with certain things and well mostly everything that they do. So they more enthusiastic, they more uppity and more, involved in what they are doing and what other people are doing, especially growing up in the social media age. Because guess what? I can go on social media and see what so and so did, or I can see what the next trend is.
Right. You just have access to everybody's life really fast.
No, that was the main reason and source of social media was to be able to connect everyone in one place.
It was to be able to, social media was like really to be able to connect with long lost friends or family members. Like,
to connect with everybody in one
business. Friend. It was like business, just because life is
Facebook.
Life is about connections. Like, let's be honest, it's about who you know, not what you know. It's about who you know, not what you know.
Yeah, I totally agree about that.
All right, what's next, mister?
Is that BS? Should a relationship be 50-50? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think a relationship should be 50-50? Should it start out that way, or should it always be 50-50, or at some point in time? Like, I feel like the whole 50-50 thing is, I mean, I wouldn't mind going 50-50 starting off, or I wouldn't mind everything on me. But like as far as like with the 50-50 thing nowadays is because like it's a thing where you don't want a person to take an advantage of you, especially if you got a financial advantage over them. So it's like let me just have her go 50-50 with me just to see if she with it or what type of woman is she.
No, that's weird.
I know, no, it's not weird because it's really
you should be trying to showcase what type of man you are, not trying to see what type of woman she is.
But that's not being weird. That's actually testing your woman. Like some men, they intentionally take a woman to a cheap place just to see how she'll react. Just to see like, okay, we should be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
Because when you start out spending money right off the back, it literally send mixed messages to women sometimes. Like every woman is not the same. Like you may be different, but a lot of like it's some women out here that are truly gold diggers. You know what I'm saying? They look good. They got the persona for it, the body for it. But
as a person, you should know.
Yeah, you can't always
as a woman
read
is a
people.
Gold digger or not, but if somebody willing to spend money at the top, like on meeting somebody, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Oh, let's go 50-50. No,
It
like
could be.
a man should, if you go out on a date, you should 100% pay the bill.
I feel
Like
like
it's
that as
shit.
well.
Not no date shouldn't be 50-50.
I'm
Like,
not saying a date. I'm saying if you're dating someone,
so what do you mean?
if you
What you going 50-50 on if you're dating someone?
if we're dating someone, if we start living together, yeah,
No,
we're
if you're
going
dating someone,
50-50.
you should not be living with them.
I'm saying you're not at the marriage stage. You're going with this person. So yeah, of course, we might when we start off this relationship in this house. If you started off not working and we still moved in, I can understand the 50-50 out the damn door. Cause you know I'm not making enough money to support my half. But if we came in together, we were like, all right, babe, let's move in together and we go split the bills. And whatever's left, that's left that we use for us or whatnot.
Yeah, you should for sure do that. You should have okay, my intake on 50-50 is I feel it's if you're going to move in with your significant other, and let me just say, like, y'all should be together for some time before y'all move in together. Like, you should know that person by then, and y'all should have conversations like before you move, who go pay the rent, and how this go get done. Like, you should set boundaries for sure before somebody moves in. Like, oh, if the guy willing to pay 100%, and you just take care of the household, then that's what works for them. I'm all about like what works for everybody in a relationship.
That's
Everybody
the
know what
standard.
works.
What a man take
Everybody
care.
know what works for them in their relationship. Everybody know what they want to do and what they're willing to give. So if you feel like y'all situation is 50-50, go 50-50. If you feel like y'all situation is 85-15, go 85-15. If you feel like y'all situation is 100-0, do 100-0. If you feel like it's 100-100, go 100-100.
I agree. I definitely
It's all
agree.
about your own situation. Cause we didn't been 50-50, 0-100, 100-0.
I mean, it's totally
It
agreeable. I'm
all
telling you,
depends on like the situation.
it outweighs because we've been living together for at least 4-5 years. So
What
we
outweighs what?
I'm saying like as a person that's like the way we started dating and how like typical people start dating as far as like we dated in high school, basically high school sweethearts. We moved in together in high school, and we actually within that journey we literally had to learn to grow to live with each other. You know what I'm saying? Certain things in the house that you like it a certain way, certain ways I like it in the house.
But what do that have to do with?
50-50. That's what I was about to say. It's different because when you started out in a relationship, like we're 24 and 25. Say for instance we just meeting and we started dating. We've been dating for like 6 months to a year. I'm like, babe, I really think it's a really good idea for both of us to move in with each other. I feel like we could spend more time together. But the only thing is, I would like to go 50-50 for a little while before,
Right, it's the same way as if it was me and you, a long lasting relationship. We knew what we was getting ourselves into. We knew that you would be paying the bills and I would be in nursing school. Like we knew that.
Right, but
It's the
but the
same
question
way.
is, should a relationship, well, not should a relationship, but is it a bullshit? Is it bullshit that the man should make a woman go 50-50?
That's not the question.
What's the question?
The question is, what? Let's see what the question is. The
You
question
don't know the
is,
question.
should relationships be 50-50? That's the question.
No, I don't think it should be 50.
It's that BS.
Can it be 50-50? Yes. It's definitely a lot of situations where you will be in.
Notes, sir.
It's a lot of situations where 50-50 will come in handy. But
Yeah, I feel like relationships should not be 50-50. I feel like it depends
it's going to vary.
Yeah, it depends on your situation. Like, okay, if you decide to go back to school and I'm working, focus on school, I'm gonna take care of the bills. If if you got this passion for something, you want to put your all into it, and business idea, pursue that. Like, you know, like it depends on the situation. Or if, like, you just got laid off, okay, I'm gonna have to work some more. Like, it all depends on everybody's situation. But I don't feel like relationships should be 50-50.
I don't think it should be. I feel like growing up with many males around me and many boys and stuff like that, I always was taught that, like, as a man, you need your own, or you need to be able to take care of a woman, because a woman not gonna want to take care of no grown ass man. So you just gotta be able to compromise with each other and just not come in with no expectation that something always gonna be something forever.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. So we're agreeing that
Yeah, we
this
agree.
is BS, right?
This is bullshit.
All right. Relationships should not be 50-50. That's BS. So it's BS that it should be. Somebody tell you otherwise, they're not a good man, Savannah. All right, you guys. So we're about to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna be talking about girl code versus guy code, and yeah, right, honey.
Yeah, and we'll be back with Our Love is Black Magic. Hey, you guys, we'll be setting up a Patreon account. Make sure you stay tuned for that so you can catch things that may not come up on the show. We would also like to tell you to like, comment, and subscribe to Love is Black Magic, and to listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, or Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast platform from. And make sure you connect with us on all social media platforms. Thank you. Welcome back, you guys, to Our Love is Black Magic. And we're back with guy code versus girl code. And today we're going to be starting off with the guy code.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we starting off with the guy.
So what's your guy code there?
Grow up. Guy code. That's just a guy code. I feel like as a man, you should always want to grow and be better. And then you should want the people that's around you to grow. Because if you don't allow yourself to get put in an environment where you can grow, you're gonna be in the same position forever. So I feel like, man, it's a guy code for a man to grow up. No, we can't go to the club forever. No, we can't hit these little one-ones forever. You know what I'm saying? So you, at some point, as a man, you gotta get in your head like, nah, let me get my stuff together. Let me make sure this right. Let me make sure, you know what I'm saying? Just start really handling your responsibility as a man. And that's my guy code.
Okay. So you feel like that's something that guys do? They tell their friends, like, you need to grow up. It's time for you to grow up. Or do you feel like guys really kind of let them go their own way till they start fucking off, and then they tell them, like, when it's late?
Now with the guy thing, we tell our friends like, nah, man, we need to get off that. We ain't on that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like in Chicago, we gonna tell you like, nah, we ain't on that no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? We doing something else. Or sometimes as friends, we be going through shit, so we be knowing like, our folks going through this, So we'll be like, all right, we just gonna let everybody coast out. But if somebody do something too drastic to the point where we like, nah, we gotta make sure bro good. You know what I'm saying? Cause he tweaking. He in the middle of some shit that, you know what I'm saying, they can mess with his path. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, we try to correct it. We not gonna allow our friends just go off into space without trying to redirect them.
My girl code is to communicate with your friend. That's my girl code. Because as a friend, like I feel like with any relationship, it's important to have communication. That's the top thing that makes a relationship work. Any relationship, whether it's a relationship with your man, your friend, your mother, your sister, your grandparents, communication is key to every fucking thing. I feel like that fixes a lot of stuff. how do I supposed to know how you feel if you don't tell me? You know, how I'm supposed to know like just certain things that you feel or that things that should be discussed if you don't tell me.
Yeah, so you feel like y'all should be able to empathize with each other.
Yeah, and most girls they don't like. It's weird to come around a real girlfriend where they tell you like get your shit together, you know?
Yeah.
Like, cause most girls don't like that. Most girls don't. They want to get catty back, and they
That
like to.
constructive criticism.
Yeah, they don't like constructive criticism, and they take it. They take it as, oh, bitch, like you trying to be. You think you better than me, or you trying to. What you trying to do? Like,
I definitely get it, cause it's like me and we tell each other how we feel, but we let that shit build up. But I I definitely feel like you should empathize with your friend, whether it's one or all, because you still need to get that out. You need to get that out to like somebody that you comfortable with, somebody that's gonna tell you and not be biased in the situation. Like I can't talk to a lot of people because they are biased in their relationship. Nah, fuck that. I ain't your cousin. Fuck that. I ain't your friend. You a stranger to me right now. I want you to tell me like, nah, man. That sound like some corny stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Don't feed into that. Nah, bro, you doing the wrong shit. Nah,
but I
bro.
feel like guys do that with each other. Like some guys, not all guys. If a guy do it like they a real friend, like I feel like that's a real friend, man. But if a female do it, that's a real friend. Like you gonna know like that's your friend for real.
Yeah,
Because it's very rare that it happens between women.
and not yeah, because a lot of women try to avoid that conflict because they don't want to be confrontational. You know what I'm saying? I feel like men know how to take constructive
I'm sorry for being
criticism.
messy.
Nah, you fine. Without it getting hostile or I can get mad, but I'm like, damn, bro, why the fuck you saying that? You know what I'm saying? Like instead of just taking it to the max, like, nah, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Just blocking him
Right.
out, just actually thinking about it. Why getting mad? But you be like, damn, he is right. I have been tweaking. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Right.
all about how you go about it. I feel like women don't always handle that well. But it
That's
is a
my
lot of
girl code though, y'all. So if you got a friend, communicate with your friend. If they fucking up, tell them. If they feel like they having a good friend, tell them. I need to start taking my own advice though.
yeah, for sure.
Like what the I be giving, but it's like I know what I need to do. So that's what it's like.
And that
I
makes it
can get.
hard because it's like when you know what you need to do, it makes it harder.
Yeah,
It
it
makes
do.
it harder to get up. It makes it harder to complete the job. 'Cause you're like, damn, I know I gotta get this done, but I don't want to do that. Cause and it always seems like when you know you gotta get something done, something come up in a way as far as temptation. So like,
Not temptation, procrastination.
yeah, it is something. It's something that'll deter you to the point where you be like, damn, I could have been doing this. I could have been doing this right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that really is.
Yeah.
Obstacles.
Once I start taking my advice, I feel like my life will be 10 out of 10. Sometimes I don't really like to communicate as much because I go in my bubble with. That's why I need. That's a topic for another day. And that's why I need a therapist. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. We have Dakota who just walked in. Who we have to tell him to go to his room. Dakota, go back to your room, please. Shut the door. Shut the door. Go back to your room. I can edit this out. You want me to take the tablet? Okay, shut the door. And go back to your room. Go back to mommy room. All right, you guys. So, moving on to the next segment, we have the magic letter.
My favorite part. I think
yeah, this is DeAndre's favorite.
I don't think we posted the last podcast because we actually got into it the last podcast.
Yeah, we got into it over there.
We got into it over the magic letter, y'all, and it was so funny because like I feel like it became personal on my end, but it also became personal on both ends because
I was looking at it as the view of her point. DeAndre was looking at it as the view of how he feels.
Yeah, but you could say it was from my view, but I was taking it as like, nah, she got him folk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that you can't. You gotta detach yourself and just
I wrote this.
See what she's saying. Yeah, you did. All right. So he ruined my birthday. Dear Meredith, going through an extremely confusing situation and would love some clarity. So we're reading love letters that's not sent to us till you guys send letters to us. So make sure you send letters to Ourloveisblackmagic at gmail.com for any relationship advice. Remember that we're not therapists, so any advice that you take is at your own discretion. Okay, let's get back into it. Dear Meredith, going through an extremely confusing situation and will love some clarity. Been dating a man for 2+ months and all has been going great. We have a wonderful time together. I've met his family and friends, including his children. We took a little getaway together and we talk about the future. Then, from one day to the next, he starts becoming distant. And when I confront him, he says he's going through a lot right now and he wants to take space. Mind you, this is the week of my birthday. Needless to say, my birthday was ruined. I was miserable and thoroughly embarrassed that this wonderful man I had bragged about to all my friends was a no-show. I received a happy birthday text from him on my special day, and that was it. The morning after my birthday, however, I am bombarded by texts and email asking if I want to meet for coffee and that he doesn't know what happened because I'm so beautiful and amazing. This whole thing feels intentionally and borderline cruel. Did he sabotage my special time on purpose? Birthday blues. Signed, birthday blues. So, honey. So, personally, I feel like birthdays are very, very special to me. Like, I take birthdays seriously because that's the time that you was born in life. Like, that's your moment. That's a you moment, and you should be. That's the day that you should be celebrated. And whoever don't come around, that day, I feel like they don't really fuck with you. Like, they don't really care, for real. Like, I feel like they don't really care about you. Like, cause that's your moment. You should want to celebrate. You should want to celebrate life if you care about that person. You're celebrating their life. They lived another year. So since he ain't show up, or what first off, was he invited to this? Like, was this something that you
boyfriend?
Right. So if it's something that she brought up, like, oh, I'm gonna have my friends there, like, you know, did he meet these friends already, or is it a new situation where you bringing him around your friends the first time, family and stuff like that, and it wasn't the time or the place to meet them first at your birthday thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he was frightened by that and was like, oh, yeah, nah, this is not the right time for this. Things moving too fast. Like, or was it like, oh, okay, he knew your friends and now y'all, you know, going out for your birthday? Was it like something like, oh, okay, this is my boyfriend? But either way, I feel like you should talk to him. Like what the fuck? You went ghost at the end. You just send me a happy birthday text and you was a no-show to my birthday gathering. You ain't tell me nothing. That's why communication is key to our relationships. You gotta communicate, like, what was going on. What was the issue here?
I feel like it's a few things that could be happening here. One, she could be a side chick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all went on a trip. Side chicks.
I agree.
Side chicks go on trip. Side chicks sometimes meet the kids. You know what I'm saying? But in the midst of all this happiness, she did say that he did relate to her that he was going through something. did she ever ask what was he going through? Did she say like, you know what I'm saying?
Did he say he was going through something? Let me see.
Yeah, she said that he was going through something. Like you don't know what they could have been. So he could use that as an excuse, or he just could have been plain old, just didn't want to show up. Cause believe it or not, that is actually the first time.
He never said he was going through anything.
Yes, he did.
She said, dear manager, going through an extremely confusing situation will love some clarity. That she said that. Here, let me share this. I forgot to share this with you, but here. I could have just airdropped it. It's okay to proofread and reread it.
It's all right. Because I think I heard that.
It's okay to reread. Let him get some clarity. But she could most definitely be a side chick, for sure.
I got it. Then from one day to the next, he started becoming distant. And when I confront him, he says he's going through a lot right now and wants to take space. So he told her that he needed some space because he was going through something. So
was that before or after?
That was before. She said, mind you.
Party?
Yeah, she said, mind you, this is the week of my birthday. So if this the week of
no. She's either the side chick or he set that shit up where, oh, it's your birthday, sweetie. I ain't got the money right now, and to get you nothing, I'm not about to do all this. Like,
right? Because
nigga, please. I need to hear it being read to me, obviously.
Because no, that's the perfect time to actually meet your friends. Because guess what? I'm be looking good. I'm be dressed good. Now, don't let me show out. I'm be, oh, babe, what you eat? I'm a order something expensive just on some, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the time to be.
And then don't let me have money. Oh, man, just put it all in one bill. Whoa. No. Let's take me to the car now. What she say? Now. I ain't gonna lie, though. But I think he set it up to the point where he didn't want to kick it with her for her birthday. Cause why after the birthday you want to kick it? You want to go to dinner. You want to have some coffee. It's because he set it up.
Yeah, he set that shit up.
And she's the side chick. He has kids. Where's the mother of the kids? You know what I'm saying?
They said he has kids. Oh yeah, he said he got kids. Yeah.
So if he got kids,
who knows, right?
He probably don't have the extra funds to be spending on you. You know what I'm saying? That trip was the extra funds. And now, you know what I'm saying? He just keeping you there just in case things don't go right. You don't know.
Me. Okay. Don't know. All right, you guys. So that was the magic ladder. Remember, if you have any advice, or just want to give us some love, or, you know, just send like anything, a shout out, or want to shout out on our channel, like where this is our first episode on our new channel, so just send whatever you have to send in to loveisblackmagic@gmail.com, and yeah, we'll get back to you on podcast so we can read some of y'all love letters, you know,
because I could get ghetto,
some of y'all magic letters,
ghetto. Being real though.
So now we're about to go into commercial. Our next segment is our final segment, the main segment, and that's the love topic, you guys.
The love doctor.
So yeah, we'll be right back. Hi everyone. Make sure you subscribe to our personal YouTube channel, The D Family. This is where you will see love, fun, and a family exploring pranks and mukbangs. So make sure you tune in and subscribe, and make sure you hit that like, comment button. Thank you. Guys, welcome back.
Let me put this out. I just want to hear it one time.
So we have our love topic, and our love topic is or did I introduce the last one? I think you're supposed to be introducing this one, sir. Yeah, he is. He's trying to make me work hard. You're supposed to be introducing.
That's what a pimp do. He works.
Boy, I am your wife, not a pimp. I mean, not your hoe.
We is married.
Right. You talking about you a pimp. You not no.
We own each other, baby. What you
You not
talking
no
about?
pimp.
I am a pimp.
No, you not. You don't have hoes.
You is my bottom, bitch. Stop playing.
Bottom. No.
That's what the pimp call his main bitch, the bottom.
Yeah, no, I don't like that, sir.
Whatever.
Come on.
Anyway, we gonna get to this love topic of the day. Cause Pimp D ain't got it today. So, okay. Is traditional marriage still valid in today's century? Is it? Is traditional marriage still in these days? Like, is it still valid? Is it something that people yearn for? Is it something people like look to when they young? Ooh, I want to get married, want to get a house, want to have some kids. We gonna, I want to travel the world with my husband.
Yeah.
It's traditional marriage.
No, that's not. That's not really traditional. Traditional marriage is okay. So traditional marriage to me is like what we brought up is like what we was talking about is that BS. It's like it's the man paying the man is paying all the bills. The wife is holding the house down, looking after the kids. Yeah. Looking after his mental health, everybody's mental health, looking after herself, taking care of herself, and his is as well paying all the bills, looking after his wife and making she's afloat so she could be afloat for the household. And it's also like
you've been doing some reading, huh?
It's also I feel like traditional marriage is also just, taking the last name. Now people maybe some men be like, some women like, no, you go take my last name or they keep both of their names. So that's like another thing of traditional marriage. What else is another thing? Another thing of traditional marriage is like submissive and being submissive, and what's the other one? The man being dominant. That's another yeah, that's another traditional. But like, what do you feel like is a traditional marriage?
No, it's definitely what you I can concur with what you said. A traditional marriage is definitely what you said. A man taking care of the household with the woman. I mean, the woman taking care of the household and the man paying the bills, providing the food, the safety net, stuff like that. But I feel like in today's time, that's not what these women are looking for nowadays. They want a little bit more excitement in their life. They don't want to stay in the house. These not the women that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not our grandma.
I sometimes don't want to stay in the house. Shit.
Right, because we young. You know what I'm saying? I get that.
So yeah, we was talking about it's traditional marriage. I'm sorry, we had to take an unauthorized break. So.
Yeah, kids.
So we kind of lost where we was at, but yeah, what is the what do a traditional marriage look like for you?
A traditional marriage that I strive for is me basically just taking care of everything financially and just having my family be able to spend the time of their lives at the best of the ability that I can give them. So I basically want to, not a bad time, but like, make enough to the point where they can freely make a decision without finance being an issue. I don't give a fuck if they skip from a doctor, lawyer, to a rapper, to a book writer. That's where I'm going to support them because I financially can, because I want to be able to. You know what I'm saying? Even if you was to switch fields, guess what? Okay, babe. You said the nursing thing not for you no more. You want to become a more full-blown content creator, and this is what you going to do. I'm going to support you because I financially can. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter how many ventures you can. You know what I'm saying? So that's me being in a traditional relationship, being able to provide the best life for my family. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to be the one to take on that role where my wife don't have to work if she don't have to. Shit, if she work, that's her money. Shit, help me. Shit,
right.
you know?
I agree. I'm glad we're on the same page of a traditional marriage.
Yeah,
Um,
I love me
but
old
is
tradition.
a traditional marriage still valid in today's century?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think we aim for a traditional marriage. Though we're with implementing our own traditions.
And that's crazy. Like, I feel like since we so traditional, but we're like the new age traditional, it's hard to find like other people
Yeah,
that's
other couples who
yeah,
like
you know, like other couples that we
was
can
going
actually
on.
kick it with and be like, oh yeah, you know, Matthew be doing this too, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all in the kitchen gossiping and we in you know, just kicking it, talking
Right.
shit, you know.
Yeah, that's what we aim for.
We haven't
guys.
found that's what we actually crave is like another married couple.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's hard because you know
People different.
everybody
Generation
different. So it's like since everybody's so different and everybody got different attention. Cause guess what? Yeah, we may be cool. I might be cool with you around your girl, but I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? You might be a whole different person when we kicking it by ourselves without our girls, or vice versa to the point where your girl might be a whole different woman around my girl. You know what I'm saying? And that's looking. You know what I'm saying? Like how can I? Cause 9 out of 10, a spouse gonna tell you know, they significant other like, man, nah. You know what I'm saying? Pillow talking.
Don't matter if you tell your person to not tell they significant other, they going to tell them.
Yeah, they gonna tell them.
That's
it's the tea. It's just tea that they use to.
At least we do.
You know what I'm saying? So,
like
on that note.
Besties like Teslas.
And we're not looking for nobody that's perfect, like having a perfect relationship. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we go through shit. We go through shit. Like,
but we don't cheat on each other. You know what I'm saying? We not out here going to a bar like if we go to a bar with our friends, we actually looking for a good time. We not finna go in there.
Either,
I'm not judgy. I'll kick it with you.
Girl, I'm not gonna judge them.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna. Oh nah, I can't hang with them. Yeah. No, that's not what I'm glad you said that.
Like, I'm gonna say, I'll tell you. Like, if I think it's wrong, like, you know. But if I know y'all situation, what you doing, I'm gonna be like, that's when you just communicate with your friend. You know, tell them where they fucking up. Yeah. All my segments go hand in hand today. I like that. Yeah. But you're not gonna be judgy like, oh. Yeah, nah. I'm sad. I ain't you. I can't hang with you.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. It may deter me from hanging out with you as much. So.
Yes, often. Let me fix it.
I got it.
Yeah. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's how we feel about today's age and marriage in today's age. So now, you guys, we have song of the day, and we're closing out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and another platform, any platform that you have where you can catch us. Live on YouTube. We also created a TikTok. Make sure you can connect with us on TikTok. Ourloveisblackmagic podcast, you know. That's the it. Ourloveisblackmagic. Anyways. Song of the day is VLone Money Chasing M.A.D.
Okay, chasing the money all day. Chasing the money all day. I've been chasing the money all day. Chasing money all day. I've been chasing the money all day. I've been chasing the money all day. I was on the lakefront looking at the stars, cause I know where I'm going. I've been going around houses and cars, cause I know that they coming. Shorty say she want my heart, I guess my heart filled up with money. You can't fit in my collages for the block. Remember it's only got your Glock. Get up on, I'm going to the top spot. Only at the top, it get when you see your shot, you gotta go for it. Chains clanging, bitches screaming, them double eyes keep on roaring. And I die, I'ma be a legend. Somebody gotta live to tell my story. Money on my mind, all out here could change. She can't be herself, so she cannot get all of me. That girl, a street runner, how she double on to the streets. You skate on, get nice, then we